Get your heads right. Nobody makes a move until I say so. Come to me. We'll go in on foot from here.
Very rash and harsh and he's a
first Sean, now Jack.
Kind of like
we should have stayed out of all of this.
Bandit.
Bit late for that, ain't it?
Quiet. We're going to fix this right
very
now.
Early on,
like they don't know we're coming.
Doesn't do it.
Come on, let's get this done. John, you sure you're okay?
He doesn't.
Like I said,
he doesn't
I'm fine.
seem to enjoy doing it. He does it.
Follow my lead. Both these redneck families think they can ruin us? I don't think so.
For money, in a way. And he develops through the game in such a manner that you can see him changing very slowly, as opposed to other forms of media where you might see a character like have this like on-off switch of how their character changes. Arthur is a very slow change throughout the game, making his character have a lot of depth to it. His interactions with people that you meet throughout the game are very deep with their sort of connection that they have. It's hard to explain, but the way he acts, the way he interacts with other people outside of just the main cast of characters, it feels very real in the way that these interactions take place. Outside of his character, when you're playing and you're riding around, the game, even though you're in this Wild West setting, granted, it has a lot of empty space. Like, that you could be riding around and just not see anything for a while. But that's kind of the nature of the game. I feel like that's kind of its charm. You could just be riding around, and see absolutely nothing, and then in the corner of your eye, you'll see this little flame, and then you'll see there's this camp with some bandit raiders that just don't like you, and then you're in this gunfight fighting them off, and then you start looting and you just start taking their stuff, and then all of a sudden here comes backup, and all you hear from them is, "Oh my god, they got him, I'm gonna kill you, you bastard." And then you're just in this gunfight. And I think the gunfights in this game are just way better than most other shooting games. I think because it's in this sort of like Wild West setting with revolvers and repeaters and rifles, the combat feels so satisfying, especially when you start getting really good with the rifles and you just start hitting headshots after headshots, and it just feels really satisfying, especially when you get these like slow motion kill cams. In the background, you're probably seeing some gameplay right now of a mission. This mission's about halfway through the game, if not a little before halfway through. Story spoilers. You're working with a Civil War kind of family, trying to find some gold, and they betray you and steal John Marston's son. John Marston's the protagonist in the first game, and they stole his son Jack, and we're going to raise hell to get him back, and things don't go as planned, and we kill a whole lot of people. And this gunfight with them at their estate, just even the lead up going on is so cinematic. It really puts you in the zone and in the mood and puts you in that mindset of, we're going to this house to raise hell, and we're gonna go and find our boy. We say our boy, but it's not really our boy. But yeah, it does. They do a phenomenal job of just setting the scene, getting you in the mood, getting you in the zone, making you feel fully immersed in what you're about to do. As you're going through, you're just taking out people left and right, and just landing headshots after headshots. It's just the feeling in this game. It's hard to explain. Even after having so much time in this game, I've been working on 100%ing it. I'm still not quite there. There's a lot of stuff to do in the game. In some cases, some people think there's a little too much. I don't think that's really such a thing. I think it's more of a case of people overwhelming themselves. But the amount of stuff there is to do is just crazy. After this, I went and decided to go play some gambling, and I played poker, I played blackjack, and I literally played it for a few solid, maybe at least an hour. And it's so much fun. The attention to detail is just massive, especially when you're playing poker. If you don't know anything about poker, it feels so good to play. When you are playing through this game, it's really hard to take notice of all the attention to details. But there was this part in this, when I'm running through this house, where I just nail this guy with a shotgun, and his head is just gone, eviscerated, and it's just so graphic for like absolutely no reason other than, you know what, if somebody was that close to me with a shotgun and you shot him with the shotgun, I don't think they would have a head. I think that's perfectly accurate. And this kind of culminates into what Rockstar Games is about. They have such a eye for detail that it is unmatched by, I think, any other game studio, even to this day. I mean, I think there was a Twitter post or a YouTube video at one point saying, the animals that show, like, if you take your horse into, like, the mountain areas where it's freezing cold, like, it is bone-chilling cold, where you cannot see 2 feet in front of you up in the grizzlies, your animal will start to shake and shiver, like, as a good attention to detail of it being how cold it is. And being in that area, it also shows such a massive amount of detail that they are putting into these environments, where if you've ever been in an area where there's been a lot of snow and there's these wild animals in these snowy areas, it's pretty spot on with how the trees look and the animals and how they interact with it all. It really becomes it puts you in this mindset of it's a barren wasteland. Because in these frozen areas where they get snow upon snow upon snow, one wrong move and you can kiss your ass goodbye. And they really put a good amount of emphasis on that when you're in these areas, because you'll be riding on a horse and you won't see anybody. You won't see a single soul out in these snowy areas. It can be a little boring, yeah, but I think that pays really good homage to being in those areas, because they're barren. You're not gonna find people. I'm probably saying the same things again. This is like one of my second times recording this, so I do apologize if I do repeat some things. I do hope you enjoy my thoughts and opinions, though. If you do like it, please drop me a like and a sub, and drop me a comment about, I don't know, tell me about your time playing Red Dead. If you haven't played Red Dead, tell me about something else that you've been playing that you've really enjoyed, and I might take a look at it. I play a lot of other games that I might end up posting about and talking about, or I might just post some gameplay and just talk about whatever's going on. But do drop me a comment. I will gladly read those. But yeah, Rockstar makes some really good games. I wanted to talk about GTA 4 and GTA 5, but I just really didn't have the time to cover those. I will probably in another video though. But Red Dead Redemption 2 is, in my opinion, one of the best games that Rockstar has ever made, and I'm very excited for GTA 6. The Rockstar's known for their attention to detail. Rockstar is known for not leaving any stones unturned, and Rockstar's not afraid to touch on subjects that are a little out there. If you've ever played this game, you'll understand what I mean, especially when it comes to the more sensitive topics that I can't discuss on YouTube. But it's just a really good game. And it's just, I don't have the words. I don't have the words to just describe how good it is. Just other than brilliant. They worked really hard on the game, and it really shows compared to the other games that we've played within the last year or so. I don't see any other game that really can compete with Red Dead, except for other Rockstar games, like GTA 5. I'm playing GTA 5 still. I've played it multiple times, and the game still feels really fucking good to this day. Like, it's so good. And I am very excited to see what Rockstar Games comes up with GTA 6. Granted, we have to wait until 2025, but you know what? I'm here for the ride, and I can't wait to see what they come up with. Thank you for listening to me chat and ramble for a little bit about Red Dead and Rockstar. If you like what I had to say, leave a like and a comment, and do have a good rest of your day. Thank you.
Make sure that they leave. And John, we'll get Jack back, and we'll get going. Rest of you get packing. Welcome home, all of you, to my humble abode. We got fine living. Ignore the corpses and the alligators. It's paradise. I love it. Miss Grimshaw, Mr. Pearson, would you two kindly work your magic? Arthur, take a ride with me. Sure. Come on.
George?
Yes?
Could I have a word with you?
Not now.